Good morning, everybody. Today is March 10th, 2020. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to short sellers, because it looks like the market just cannot recover from coronavirus, from oil prices, all oil price wars, and just general negative attitude towards the stock market. I had an interesting conversation with one of my friends and co-workers, and she said something like, I use Akron app. Akron app basically allows you to stash the change that you receive from buying some stuff, right, into the stock market. So in a sense, let's say you bought something for $30.50. So what Akron does, it rounds your transaction to the nearest dollar. So instead of paying $35.50, you'll actually pay $34.50 will go from this transaction to a special account that's basically is handled by Akron, and it invests money into the stock market. So this woman, she invested, altogether she accumulated around $1,000 in her Akron account, which were invested in blue chip stocks according to some kind of Akron formula or Akron model portfolio that they offered her. And she was kind of happy. However, people that have this app, that they love checking the balance just to see how much money was accumulated there. And she told me that she looked at her Akron account, and instead of having $1,000 there, suddenly she had $950. So she lost $50 or 5% of that money. And guess what? She said, once I saw these losses, I immediately pulled my money from Akron and stopped using the app and asked them to return my money back to by my bank account. So, and this is the general attitude that a lot of people have now, that they realize that the stock market is really a game designed for super rich to accumulate their virtual wealth in a place where such wealth otherwise would not be possible. In other words, for example, if you have a founder of the company that went public, like Google, for example, or not Google, but let's say Amazon, and Jeff Bezos owns $150 billion worth of stock, but now I think it dropped by 50 billion, so now he owns maybe 100 billion. He's only worth $100 billion. But guess what? If he decides to sell all his shares and to receive some money for it, he wouldn't be able to get $100 billion from it, because most people or buyers just don't have that much money to give to him. So, but guess what? Even if he sells it not for $100 billion, but for $50 billion, he still will be pretty well off in this world. So, for super rich, it's a way to, become rich and, slowly sell their fortune, maybe $1-2 billion per year, and live off this money, still relying on a huge stash of shares that they kind of have in their accounts. But for poor people or average people, this is their life savings. And if they suddenly see that such strong companies like Microsoft, Google, Amazon suddenly lose their value overnight for really kind of like, there's a reason for the coronavirus or whatever, but if they see that they worked really hard for their money and suddenly that money just evaporated because some dude cooked a rat in China and got everybody infected, they realize that this game is not for them. This game is for people who have billions of dollars and they have no other choice but keep their money in stocks and hope that they will go up. So the attitude now on the stock market and among the public is that this game is not for them. This game could eat their money. There's no, guarantee. There is no reliable source of wealth that the stock market provides. It's a game, and they're not willing to play this game with their hard-earned money, especially if this is retirement money, and they would try to rely on this money when they're old. So if you would like to know which stocks to buy, go to my app by going to the website 2stx.com. It will take you directly to the Apple App Store, where you could download, install, and run my app on your iPhone, iPad, and Apple TV. And it covers 5,500 stocks with daily updated buy and sell recommendations. Thank you for your time. Stay healthy, don't get coronavirus, and good luck trading.